What's up and welcome to the channel. My name is Headshot and thank you for joining us. Today we're going to talk about how small is the P365 XL. I'm going to compare it to some other popular CCWs on the market and just give you an idea where this gun fits in the big scheme of things. Keep in mind this is just showing you how big or small, however way you want to look at it, the XL is compared to these other guns. Okay, we're not talking about how they shoot, how they carry, any of that stuff. We'll save that for another video, and there will be plenty of that for the XL. But I just want to show you literally where this gun fits compared to some of these other popular options. So maybe if you're looking at something that appendix carry, or maybe is it a pocket carry, or how does it compare size-wise to all these guns? This is the third or fourth gun we've done like this, and y'all seem to like it, so we're going to do it again really quick. If you'd like to join the awesome community over on Patreon and join our newest giveaway for 2 Tulster holsters, come over and check us out and check out the awesome content we do solely on Patreon. But all right, let's start this show off. We got the SIG P365 XL. Don't mind the TLR6 I have on there. That's not going to mean anything for what we're doing here. Let's start out with the original king of the polymer concealed carry firearms, the Glock 26. This is Gen 4, but it's not going to mean too much for what we're doing here. So to start it out, we got the XL here. It's got a barrel length of 3.7. The Glock 26 has a barrel length of 3.4. If we put them slide to slide, you can see there the SIG is a little bit longer. So the overall length of the XL is 6.6. On the 26, it's 6.5 width there. All right, the Glock is right at 1.2 total overall width and 1.1 on the SIG. As far as the height on the XL, we're at 4.8 with a 12-round mag. On the Glock 26, we're at 4.1. So you have basically 7/10 of an inch, a little over half an inch difference for 2 more rounds. All right, so that may be important to you. 20 ounces unloaded on the SIG XL and 21.5 on the Glock 26. All right, so numbers are important, but when you look at them side by side, I think it helps a lot more than just looking at the numbers on their own. Let's go to the P320 Subcompact. It's been out for a few years. All guns have been safety checked, by the way. All right, so again, the XL has a barrel length of 3.7, whereas the SIG has a barrel length of 3.6. Overall length on the P320, which is on our left here, is 6.7. Overall on the XL is 6.6. All right, so they are essentially the same length. Width on the P320, 1.1. On the XL, 1.1. Height. All right, let's do this. The SIG P320 has their overall height at 4.7, whereas the XL is listed at 4.8. You can see essentially there's not much of a difference. Where you'll see the biggest difference here is this one is 24.9 ounces unloaded, whereas this one is 20.7 ounces. So you may be thinking, well, that doesn't really sound like a whole lot. Trust me, when you start talking about ounces and you're carrying inside the waistband or pocket carry, it does make a big difference. And also the width. You do have they list them as the same width, but one thing you got to pay attention to is overall width and slide width. And I think what we wrote down here is slide width, because if you look at these two guns, it looks fairly obvious that the P320 Subcompact is wider than the XL. Okay, not by much, but it doesn't take a lot to make a big difference. And this is one of the reasons we do these videos too, because the manufacturers, they throw out subcompact and compact. And to somebody that maybe doesn't know any better, they're like, man, that's compact and it has this many rounds. That's going to be perfect. But they may just be talking about a compact in that specific lineup. Maybe not a true, what you would think is a compact gun. So again, these differences make a big difference, especially when you're talking about inside the waistband. Okay. How about the Glock 42 here? So this is a small one. This is a 380 6-round gun. Overall barrel length is 3.25 inches. All right, the SIG is going to be obviously bigger with a barrel length of 3.7. Overall length on the Glock is 5.94. Overall length on the XL, again, 6.6. Width on the Glock is 0.98 overall. So right under inch. You can see it is a a little bit thinner. And then if we look at them, 6 rounds of 380, 12 rounds of 9mm. Okay, so you have an overall height of 4.8 here. On the Glock 42, you have an overall height of 4.1. So again, a little over a half of an inch difference, and you're getting 6 additional rounds of 9mm. Okay, but maybe you're doing pocket carry. Maybe you're doing deep concealment, and this may be a better option to you. You really got to weigh those options, and that this in the hand compared to this, that little bit of extra weight, I don't even know if we mentioned that, 13.76 ounces unloaded for the Glock 42. That's 7 ounces. You can definitely feel it as I'm holding them right here, okay? So just keep that in mind. Makes a pretty big difference. How about the Glock 19? We'll save that one for next to last. Let's go to the DB9 Gen 4. Very small. Probably the smallest 9mm handgun we've ever done on this channel, okay? 3.1-inch barrel compared to the 3.7-inch barrel of the XL. You can see that difference right there. How about the overall length? The DB9 is 5.7 inches, whereas the XL, again, is 6.6 inches overall. Width, 0.89 on the DB9 Gen 4. Very small 9mm. All right, now I know I mentioned I wouldn't talk about shooting, but shooting this gun, it's like a little hand cannon. You feel every single round in the palm of your hand, so just keep that in mind. 6 rounds of 9mm, 12 rounds. If we look at them like that, overall height here with the standard mag is 4 inches exactly, and 4.8 on the XL. All right, so 0.8 of an inch there. And the weight, 13.4 ounces. Very light, but the lighter you go and the more powerful the round, the more you're going to feel it, and you can see the obvious difference there. I think that's a good shot, just to give you an idea. Let me do this for the Glock, just to show you. For the other SIG, give you a difference there, give you a size comparison, just one other tool to look at if you're trying to make a decision between these guns, okay? So let's put the DB9 Gen 4 back. How about the M&P Shield, which has been a huge seller for Smith & Wesson, and rightfully so. What an awesome gun this has been. All right, let's talk about the specs here. 3.1-inch barrel compared to the 3.7 of the SIG. You guys are going to know these stats on the XL at least by heart by the time we end this video. So you can see what kind of difference that is. The overall length on the M&P is 6.1, where we got 6.6 on the XL. Width, 0.95 on the Smith & Wesson, 1.1 on the XL. All right, so a little bit of a difference there. Height, 4.8 on the XL, and you have 4.6 on the M&P. You can see they're actually a lot closer than that. It appears that way anyways. 7 rounds of 9mm with the standard mag, 12 rounds of 9mm here. Again, this gun has been out for a long time, and the SIG with their magazine and the way they designed it is fairly new, so some newer technology and design went into that. One thing I can say on the Shield, though, those have been, through many examples, very reliable. No question about that. And second to the last one, the Glock 19, a gun that a lot of people like to carry. It's a very good size. Let's talk about this one here. Grab the specs. 4.0-inch barrel, so a little bit longer than the 3.7 on the XL. Overall length, 7.36 inches compared to 6.6, so you see that difference right there. Not going to make a huge difference if you're carrying inside the waistband. All right, overall width, 1.2, 1.1. This is actually 1.26. Height. All right, so now you have 15 rounds in the Glock 19, and you have 12 rounds in the SIG. All right, the Glock 19 is 5 inches exactly, whereas the SIG is 4.8. Where the difference is going to come in is this is 23.6 ounces unloaded, which is actually really good for the size of gun that we're talking about here. But the width and the size, and you have 3 more rounds, which is going to make it heavier. So this is a lot of gun to carry every day. At least for me, it is. I know a lot of people say they carry this gun every day, but it's getting up there. I'll just say it like that. So compared to each other, the guns look like that. And you can tell the SIG is obviously smaller all the way around but maybe 3 more rounds to you is worth it. I don't know. So there you go. There's that one. And then the last one, the original SIG P365. And there's the XL. Let's talk about the barrel length here really quick. On the 365, which is on my left, 3.1 compared to 3.7. Overall length on the regular, 5.8 compared to 6.6. So you see what that looks like right there. Overall length, or overall width, I should say, 1.0, 1.1. Height. So on the regular SIG P365, you have 10 rounds, 12 rounds. The height on the P365 is 4.3 and then 4.8. So a half of an inch. All right, that's what 2 rounds is going to get you. Overall weight on the P365, not overall, but unloaded weight with a mag is 17.8, and you have 20.7 here. And that's what the difference looks like. Okay, so it is a little bit bigger. When we review these guns or do a comparison between them, we'll talk more about the weight differences and how they carry and how they shoot and all that good stuff. But I at least wanted to show y'all where the P365 XL fits in the big scheme of things. That's where it fits, man. It is definitely one of those in-between sizes, a little bit, definitely a little bit smaller than the Glock 19, definitely bigger than the DB9 Gen 4, Glock 26-ish, you know, with 2 more rounds, a little bit thinner, so it's got a good size, a lot of good things going for it. As long as the reliability stays up, you know, I have started to see some issues from some other reviewers, which is not promising, not good, but so far ours has been good. So that's all I can tell you right now. That's where the SIG P365 XL fits in the scheme of things. If you are a Power Patron or up, check out your special intro coming right now after this. We will see you in the next one. And as always, hold them down.